microchips that'll connect all of his things together. Look, it's a complicated story. There's a lot of ins, a lot of outs. It's very, very political, you know, a lot about the bureaucracy of intelligence agencies, or it's just a really piece of shit talking animal movie from Disney and Jerry Bruckheimer. Hello, and welcome to an episode of Blockbuster Reviews. If you've never seen it before, basically what happens is I play a single game of Chill Marathon on Tetris Effect, and during that game I have to review a film, only for 150 lines or until the blocks reach the top. Tentatively, when I get to line 50, I do spoilers. Sometimes that doesn't matter. You will determine that for yourself, and here we go. So the movie G-Force is on Disney Plus, and I watched it out of curiosity because I remember when that trailer came out, I said that kind of looks really shitty. And I know it's a kids movie, and kids movies aren't made for me, a full adult man, but Pixar has proven that kids movies can be for everybody movies, and I was just hoping at one point I'll get to see that movie without paying for it, and in a way I did because it's on Disney Plus. And it's bad. I mean, I don't want to blow your brains out here with some crazy truth bombs, but G-Force is a bad movie. It's about a team of guinea pigs who were trained by Zach Galifianakis at the FBI to run covert missions. And after one of their unauthorized missions yields little to no positivity before a review where Will Arnett is their new acting director, and he's determining whether to keep certain aspects of the FBI open, including the aspect where, you know, they train animals for secret missions. When the intel that they got from their mission proves not helpful, he threatens to shut down the entire department, so the team of guinea pigs race against time with a ticking clock to thwart Bill Nighy's plan, who's the head of this consumer electronics company who has some sort of plan for this interconnectivity thing that's actually military grade. Microchips that'll connect all of his things together. Look, it's a complicated story. There's a lot of ins, a lot of outs. It's very, very political, you know, a lot about the bureaucracy of intelligence agencies, or it's just a really piece of shit talking animal movie from Disney and Jerry Bruckheimer that has, like, really good people in it, and that's the thing that shocked me the most. I didn't know the cast list of G-Force before watching it, but I certainly knew it after. It has the voice talents of Sam Rockwell as our main character, Darwin. It also has assisting him good old Tracy Morgan as Blaster, who, yes, he has a very stereotypical African-American voice while being a guinea pig. And then Penelope Cruz, of course, is, oh, what was her name? I can't even remember. Oh, it started with a V, and I don't want to be racist by hazarding a guess. But she is, you know, full accent. Tracy Morgan is full, you know, accent. And Sam Rockwell is, you know, just your every gerbil. Or not gerbil. Sorry, that must be really offensive to them. I apologize to any guinea pigs or gerbils who are watching the video. I'm already at spoiler territory. But also on the voice talent, we have Jon Favreau. We have Steve Buscemi. We have the man himself of bad movies, Nicolas Cage, as, what was his name? Sprinkles? Spark? Should have looked up the name. He plays a mole who's basically blind, and the computer whiz of this group of little rodent secret agents. And basically they learn at Bill Nighy's party that there is a plan to have all of his devices connect. And intel already provided by the FBI has shown that he might actually be an arms dealer based on communications he's had with shady entities, and hilarity ensues, because, guys, they're guinea pigs, so of course they end up in a pet store dealing with some rough and tumble street smart rodents, and they end up getting adopted. A lot of good jokes there. Blaster ends up with a kid who's basically Sid from Toy Story, except not as interesting. And somehow his face and his acting ability is worse than that of a cartoon made when I was in elementary school. And the female guinea pig, played by Penelope Cruz, who has a V name, but I don't want to say it so I don't seem racist. She gets adopted by a girl who treats her like a girly girl, and of course she's a fierce female personified guinea pig, so she doesn't cotton well to that. Guys, I mean, I'm not going into the plot because it's garbage. It's bad. The movie's bad. I know what I was getting into when I went to watch it. I knew it was going to be a bad time, but I thought maybe something would get me through. And you know what kind of kept me interested was Nicolas Cage's performance. Because Nicolas Cage, he brings the crazy, and he brought the crazy to a performance as a mole who, spoiler alert, because I doubt you're going to watch it, turns out he's the villain all along. And his plan is to not enslave humanity, drive all of humanity underground like him and his people were after, humanity killed his entire family by building a golf course. Basically, he's justified. But, of course, the duty these guinea pigs have to their human masters make them the good guys and him the bad guy. But he gives a great performance. I'm pretty sure Tracy Morgan may have been on the phone in his car doing his lines. There's something about it that's very weird. Sam Rockwell gives 110%, but of course it is a talking guinea pig movie. Also, what's weird, you have Zach Galifianakis, who is oddly genuine. It almost seemed like with Zach Galifianakis just being in it, it felt like a Funny or Die sketch. And also the CGI kind of made it feel that way, because the CGI was bad. Jerry Bruckheimer produced a lot of shit that people like. And I'm not going to go through it because I'm kind of busy with the Tetris right now, but you can look it up. The dude has some films, and some of them are stupid, and some of them are, ridiculous, but they made money. The guy knows how to make movies that make money and at least look decent, and this fucking piece of shit was bad. It almost felt like a Disney Channel original movie, like it had a Disney Channel original movie's budget at times. It recycles popular songs, like where it's like, look, we bought, what's that fucking song by Black Eyed Peas? This is how out of touch I am with music back then. I was gonna say nowadays, but this movie's old enough. But they bought the rights to a couple of popular songs for the time, and they use them over and over, which is like, okay. It's annoying for one, because back in my day, you heard that song once unless it's integral to the story. But, where was I even going with that? I don't know. I'm just so excited that we're doing pretty good on this game. The music is bad. The CGI is so bad. Basically, what happens is this mole has tricked a human being into putting all these chips into his consumer electronics, no questions asked. And it turns out the electronics are actually going to become sentient robots. And then just start killing people, and then, that's not even the full part of the plot, then, by tracking the space junk, and I know what you're going to say, isn't this the same plot as XXX, The Return of Xander Cage? And it is. It's a way to bring down the space junk in the skies onto the Earth and target it, which seems impossible. But, the plan, like any good movie, the third act is basically, or the big climax is his plan comes into fruition, but it's not what he thought it would be, and he has a change of heart, but it's gone too far, and blah, 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 blah. I'm almost done. But I wanted to mention one thing about this, and it's probably one of my least favorite thing about modern kids' movies. In a kids' movie, they always try to put in things for the adults. Maybe it's a joke that only adults will understand. Maybe it's just a way of phrasing. This movie went to the well of references that kids wouldn't get way too much. They talk about Terminator. They talk about Raiders of the Lost Ark. the original Indiana Jones for the uninitiated, and it's already over. Stupid references. Don't watch G-Force. It's on Disney Plus right now. I only watched it mostly because of Funhouse and their playthrough of the game tie-in. I would not give it an A. Have a good time. Peace.